They call the German Shepherd loyal. They call it brave. But beneath the image of the perfect police dog, there's a truth most owners don't see. Aggression in this breed is real, it's common, and it's often misunderstood. This video isn't about scaring you away from the German Shepherd. It's about exposing the truth that could save you from heartbreak, or even danger. Stay with me, because what you're about to learn will challenge everything you thought you knew about this incredible breed. And the #1 cause of aggression will surprise even the most experienced owners. Let's start with the basics. Aggression in German Shepherds doesn't come from nowhere. It's almost always rooted in genetics, environment, or training mistakes. And too often, owners mistake warning signs for cute quirks. A low growl, a stiff body, or ears pinned forward, these are signals. But most people ignore them until it's too late. By the time the dog lunges, the problem feels sudden. But in reality, it's been building for months, even years. One of the biggest myths? That German Shepherds are naturally aggressive. That's not true. This breed was created for discipline, protection, and work ethic. But without leadership and structure, the same traits that make them world-class police dogs can turn into reactivity and dominance. It's not bad dog behavior, it's the predictable result of unmet needs. Think of it this way. A Formula One car isn't dangerous until you hand the keys to someone who can't drive it. The German Shepherd is exactly the same. Another common mistake owners make is confusing energy with aggression. A hyper puppy who jumps, barks, and nips isn't mean. But if you don't channel that energy into training, sports, or purposeful activity, it builds like pressure in a tank. Eventually, it explodes in ways owners mislabel as sudden aggression. This is why professional handlers put German Shepherds into jobs. They know that without mental and physical outlets, this dog invents its own work, often guarding, barking, or biting when no one asked it to. Let's talk about fear aggression. It's one of the most overlooked causes. When Shepherds aren't properly socialized, new people, new dogs, and new environments feel threatening. And what does a confident, powerful dog do when it feels threatened? It acts first. Lunging, barking, and growling become defense mechanisms. The heartbreaking part? Many owners punish the dog in that moment, which only makes the fear deeper and the aggression worse. Then there's protective aggression. This one fools a lot of owners because it feels flattering. Your German Shepherd barks at strangers, blocks guests at the door, or growls when someone comes too close. You think, he's just protecting me. But over time, that protection can cross a dangerous line. What starts as guarding becomes control, and now your dog is deciding who gets near you, not you. Left unchecked, this is one of the fastest ways a loyal companion turns into a liability. We also can't ignore owner mistakes in training. Too many people believe that love and treats are enough to manage this breed. The truth? German Shepherds crave structure, consistency, and leadership above all. When you train inconsistently, rewarding one day, ignoring the next, punishing at random, you create confusion. And confusion in a powerful, high-drive dog often turns into frustration. That frustration, over time, can become aggression. Not because the dog is bad, but because the dog never understood the rules. One of the most shocking truths? Medical issues can trigger aggression. Pain from hip dysplasia, skin irritation, or digestive problems can lower tolerance. A normally calm shepherd can snap when touched, simply because it hurts. Yet many owners don't connect the dots. They see aggression, but miss the medical cause behind it. That's why any sudden change in behavior should be checked by a vet first. Sometimes the most dangerous bite is really a cry for help. Let's get personal. Thousands of German Shepherd owners share the same regret. I saw the warning signs, but I thought he would grow out of it. Or, I didn't think it was serious until it was too late. This isn't said out of shame, it's said out of love and out of shock. Because living with a shepherd that spirals into aggression can tear families apart. The good news? Most aggression can be prevented if you know what to look for early. Here are the early red flags you can't afford to ignore. Excessive barking at strangers, even from a young age. Snapping or growling when you try to move food or toys. Overprotective behavior, like blocking family members or pacing at the door. Fearful reactions to loud noises, new places, or unfamiliar people. Each one seems small at first, but each one is a seed that can grow into something unmanageable if ignored. So, how do you stop aggression before it starts? The key is proactive leadership. Socialize your shepherd early and often. Introduce them to people, dogs, cars, noises, and environments until the new feels normal. Channel their energy into work, agility, obedience, herding, or even advanced trick training. Give them a purpose so they don't invent one. And most importantly, be consistent. Because to a German Shepherd, inconsistency feels like weakness. Some people ask, can aggressive German Shepherds be rehabilitated? The truth is complicated. With professional training, structured routines, and behavior modification, many Shepherds recover beautifully. But not every case has a happy ending, and that's why prevention is everything. Think of it this way. It's easier to build good habits than to break bad ones. And with this breed, the cost of failure is simply too high to gamble with. The biggest truth of all? Aggression isn't the Shepherd's fault, it's ours. This breed is a mirror. When you give it leadership, it reflects loyalty. When you give it structure, it reflects discipline. And when you fail to meet its needs, it reflects confusion, frustration, and aggression. That's why German Shepherds thrive with strong, calm, consistent owners. Not with fear, not with punishment, but with clear, confident direction. So here's the reality. German Shepherds aren't born aggressive. But when owners miss the early signs, ignore the breed's needs, or believe the myths, aggression almost always follows. And once it does, it's much harder to reverse. If you own or plan to own a Shepherd, take this truth seriously. Because your leadership determines whether you raise a hero or a headline. So what do you think? Have you seen aggression in a Shepherd before? Was it fear, protection, or frustration? Or maybe you've seen the opposite, a calm, confident dog that makes strangers rethink the stereotype. Share your story in the comments, because the more we talk about this truth, the more Shepherds we can save. And don't forget to check the description for resources and Amazon links that can help you manage and train your Shepherd the right way. Like, subscribe, and hit the bell for more honest dog breed insights. In the delicate balance of emotion, honesty can either bind souls together or tear them apart. Ultimately, truth prevails. In a world where secrets lurk in shadows, the fragility of relationships dances on the edge of revelation. When love faces its greatest trial, only the courage to unveil the truth can transform potential disaster into a foundation strong enough to withstand any storm.